Hello, sisters. This is for you. I wanted to come and speak about a subject that I feel that has been pushed and it's been really a lie, and that is sisterhood. We have never truly had real sisterhood in any community. We've never really appreciated each other. We've always tried to stab each other in the back and smile in each other's face. We always pushed and uplifted being toxic towards each other, and period. Society has pushed the toxic, especially with the new shows like, Love and Hip Hop, because I really don't watch any of those shows because they're just too negative. So I don't even entertain stuff that I don't live. So I live set apart. So I watch carefully what I even watch. I put into my brain. But we have to be real. It's been pushed to be toxic among each other. That jealousy and envy is what we're supposed to give each other instead of love and light and lift each other up. That's true sisterhood, not what society pushes. So we need to remove what society pushes and rewrite the rules to what sisterhood should portray, what it should look like, and stop letting the negative and all the drama be truly how it looks. We have girls behind us that look up to us that should know this is the way we should do things, not that way. So let's go down a line of some stuff that should be removed that I just feel is just toxic. And not only that, you are what you say. When you call yourself something, or you say that you're this or you're that, and it's downing, you become that person. Because everything, like I always say, and everything that you might hear me talk about, the mind is everything. You become what you say you are. So one of the things we need to remove, I'm a bad bee. You should not be calling yourself out your name because you're not a female dog. You're not a dog. So it's okay for you and your girls to call each other that, but when a man comes out of nowhere and he calls you a bee, you're ready to fight. So if it's not okay for him to say it, it shouldn't be okay for you to call yourself that or your friend. And they shouldn't be looking at you as that. They should be calling you a queen, nothing less. You are of royalty, nothing less. And that should be for anybody. So that needs to be removed. Being okay with being a side chick, that should be removed. When has it ever been okay to be number two? I love that song by Kelly Rowland. If I'm not number one, then you can't call me nothing, because I'm nothing. If I can't be number one, I'm nothing. And that's how we should be looking at it. A side chick, it's okay with being with a married woman, but if that's you and you're married, you would be ready to hurt the woman that's messing with your husband. It's not okay. It should just be you and your husband, and that's it. So being okay being a side chick and promoting that and glamorizing that needs to go. It's very toxic. And not only that, it's a mind thing. And I'm going to question anybody that's okay with being number two. I'm going to question your mindset, because if you're okay with being on the side and you're saying, oh, the only reason why I want to be on the side is because I don't want to have to deal with him, let the wife put up with this, put up with that, well, then you don't need to be in a relationship, period. You don't need to be a side chick. You need to be dealing with yourself because you have some issues. So that needs to go. Everything that's associated with that behavior has to go. Another thing that I never thought was okay, it's not okay being a baby mama. We have put this out here for so long. Our young teenage daughters think that it's okay to get pregnant at a young age, and they glamorize being pregnant and a pregnant teen. That's not okay. That's something that we got trapped into, and we need to be honest when we're talking to our daughters and these young women out here. This is something that happened that I should have been better. Be better than me. Don't be me. Do better. Be better. You should be nothing. You should want to be nothing more than a wife, not a baby mother. But if you get stuck in this situation because you end up getting pregnant, This is how you should handle this. Don't glamorize it, and don't push it to be glamorized. And then another thing, it's not okay to sleep with your friend's man, your family's man, your mama's man, whoever. It's not okay. Because you're jealous of them. Well, that's not a friend. Well, you shouldn't be around that family member. There's some soul searching and some mind clearing and some inner work you need to do if you feel like, oh, this is my friend or this is my family I supposedly love and I'm sleeping with their man. You should never want your family, your friends, your cousin, whoever, leftovers, period. I don't want anything that my family or friends didn't laid up with. And even if he come at me like that, I'm going to give him what he need in a nice way. And I'm going to tell him, hey, I don't know what type of females you done dealt with, but I'm not that one. And I'm going to explain to him, every woman does not operate like that. So a lot of times when we take on these titles and we think they're okay and we push them, we have to ask ourselves, what is wrong with me? What do I need to work on? Because it's not okay. You don't want anybody sleeping with your man, but it's okay for you to do it. You need to question some things. Some things need to be worked on because it's not okay either way. So we have to understand we're nothing less than a queen. You should be nothing less than a wife. You should not want to be anything less than these two things, period. That's what you should be pushing every day when you wake up. I am a queen. I'm nothing less than a wife. If a man ain't trying to make me his wife, he don't need to say anything to me. If he got issues where he's trying to find himself, then I need to move on to the next. If I'm together, if my inner work is done. But if your inner work is not done and you don't feel that way about yourself, then you need to go step back. I don't need to be dating. I need to do me and get myself together before I put myself out here. Because you should only be thinking of yourself on a high level, high vibration. That's it. That's all. You should always pick, when you level up, your friends change and they think like you. When you level up, certain family members you won't mess with. It's just certain circles you started dissing yourself from, and you start to see people that are on another level that's lower than you, they become removed. They remove themselves. When a friend is doing good and they're moving up, you should be proud of them. That's what a real friend is. Or a family member. You should be like, okay, if this is happening around me and they moving up, I'm going to give them all the congratulations. I'm happy for them. Because if you're looking at it that way, then you're next in line. You're going to move up. And they should be celebrating with you. It shouldn't be any other way around. That's real sisterhood. That's real love. When you're negative and you hating on them, and then that's when jealousy and envy comes in and it turns into something else. That's why your mind is powerful and you will do things you never thought you would do. So that's why we cannot hang on to these negative titles, this negative mindset. When people do good, we should be happy for them. We should want them to do better and keep going and push them. So this is for, the reason why we'll always come and keep dropping stuff for women to better themselves. Become the best version of yourself. Don't let society hold you back because they want you to think like this. They want you to glamorize this stuff because it keeps you at a low vibration. Your energy is low. But when you start thinking high, you become high, the vibration changes, and they don't want you to be that person. They want you to be a side chick and a baby mama, and you think that stuff is okay. You push that on your child, and it keeps going from generation to generation, and it doesn't change. Break that generational curse. Don't be that person. Don't let your daughter become that woman. Let her make sure she sees the best version of you because she's like, oh man, my mom is doing it, and she wants to become the best version of herself because then you can teach her how to be. But it all starts with the mindset and what we accept. When we accept garbage, then that's just how the mind goes. Okay, well, that's okay, then I'm going to be that way. But when we dismiss that and we say, that's not of me, that's not how I want to roll, I want to be this way, you become that. So I just wanted to come here and say that and clear that up because a lot of people have pushed that. They make it seem like the men are the ones that don't get along and they don't love each other and always stabbing each other in the back. But we have this fake sisterhood in the background from feminism and all. No, it never was a sisterhood. And I don't care what color you may try to push. This is for every female. There was no sisterhood with any race ever seen, because I have friends in all races and they have never been a sisterhood there. So that is a fake thing society try to push. It's never been, and it has to change. It does need to be a sisterhood. So much love and all praises to the Most High.